Utah. Beautiful. About 5,600 feet. It's about 29 degrees on this fine morning. You have Bryan Head up there, ski resort. This is just outside Cedar City. Of course, you have Zion further to the east and Bryce Canyon beyond that. And then Moab on the east, northeast area of Utah.
To think about it was like a movie.
It's a very unique community. The last place you'd expect.
Hello, this is RVer Frank with Kathy and Coco. Today we are here to explore the town of Cedar City, and we'll be focusing on the various neighborhoods and development taking place with the prospects of returning for a much longer stay. If this interests you, stick around and come along on our journey. We have left the Flair behind for a brief stay at the Cedar City Holiday Inn Express and Suites while we're up here. You've heard it time and time again, location, location, location. It's an old mantra most often used in business, but it applies just as well to Cedar City, Utah, and RVers looking to explore the most spectacular canyon complex in the nation, if not the world. Now look at the creative design of this road as it wanders under the overpass. This is a newer shopping area with the Walmart and Home Depot. You will see there are all of the usual franchise restaurants. We had Mexican food at Lupita's here last night. It was okay. We will be following that red Tacoma to our first neighborhood that we will visit. It is in the newer southwest area, west of Interstate 15, that I call Padre. I should mention, our criteria for a perfect place are not the same. Mine is wide open country with space to erect a pole barn for the RVer Frank garage. Kathy's is the opposite, all about the house. Will there be any compromise? Well, see, I always remember, happy wife, happy life. That says it all. From what we have seen from afar on Zillow, are existing homes that come on the market that are dated and require upgrading. The families are usually large, so the houses are 5+ bedrooms, include a finished basement, and painted every color and shades of pink and blue you can imagine. These families were moving up or downsizing, or moving, it seems, to Dixie, that is, St. George as it is known today. Or the house just needs painting, and it is easier to move and let the new buyer do the upgrading. New housing developments in Cedar City seem to be based on small builder speculation. Essentially, a land developer acquires or has a large parcel of land. The property may have been a farm, ranch, or other. The land is then developed to include all infrastructure, utilities, streets, curbs, lots, etc. Then the lots are purchased by any number of builders to build and sell, or others build their own house to occupy themselves. Building season is during the off-winter months. This approach enables the builders to throttle construction up or down depending on the economy and buyers interested in moving here. Cedar City is a tourist destination and college town, so the job market is focused on servicing those demands and generally lower income and cost of living. For those folks, builders focus on building townhouses and 3 to 4 bedroom, 2-bath houses, generally under $250,000 to $300,000. Then, as the family and income grows, they look to moving up. For them, builders focus on the larger 5+ bedroom homes with costs above $300,000. The household earner may commute daily to St. George, where housing is uncomfortably more expensive. Lot size is generally a quarter, half, or 1 acre, and on up in the rural areas of Cedar City. A quarter-acre lot is around $50,000 to $100,000. Okay, here we are. Most of these developments do not have a name or moniker, so I call this area Padre, because this is the location of the first home tour. This home on the left is a newer 5-bedroom, 3-bath, completed basement, 3,500 square feet, less than a quarter of an acre, landscaped 3-car garage, a small RV parking. Generally, the refrigerator and clothes washer and dryer are not included in the price. I'll be back. Well, bottom line, not one to consider. Dirty and no room to construct a barn for the RV. On to the next. We are now on to the next neighborhood in another newer south and farther west area that I call Lori Lane. Over there is a rodeo arena. Here is one of the larger developments being built. Off in the distance is a regional airport that Delta flies out of. Nestled among the foothills of scenic southwest Utah, this charming little city sits smack on the doorstep of 2 premier national parks and a pair of national monuments. We are talking about Zion and Bryce Canyon National Parks and equally eye-popping Cedar Breaks National Monument. We will save exploring those areas for another video. There are 4 to 5 acre lots up on the hill to the left for the same home price as anywhere else. It looks like they are building an LDS church for this neighborhood ward. 3 out of 5 households in Utah are members of LDS. The house is on the left. This home is also a newer 5-bedroom, 3-bath, completed basement, 3,300 square feet, quarter acre, landscape. It only has a 2-car garage, has RV parking. I'll be back. Well, bottom line, nope, no room to construct a barn for the RV, and only a 2-car garage. On to the next. Well, that red Tacoma took us to see 2 more house tours in northeast Cedar City called Enoch, an older industrial area being developed with new homes. The homes were impressive, but the area is underwhelming and will take some time to make it more desirable. The LDS just built a temple here in Cedar City, so we'll take a drive-by. The properties in this area command a lot premium with a temple view, otherwise known as the high rent district. A little more about Cedar City. It is a city in Iron County, Utah, 250 miles south of Salt Lake City and 180 miles north of Las Vegas on Interstate 15. It is the home of Southern Utah University, the Utah Shakespeare Festival, the Utah Summer Games, the Neil Simon Theater Festival, and other events. Cedar City's population is just over 30,000 and is rated number 2 city in Utah. In 1826, mountain man and fur trader Jediah Smith traveled through the area exploring a route from Utah to California's Sierras. Cedar City was originally settled in late 1851 by Mormon pioneers originating from Parowan, Utah, who were sent to build an ironworks. The site, known as Fort Cedar or Cedar City, was between vast iron deposits 10 miles west and coal reserves 10 miles up Cedar Canyon, but was named after the abundant local trees, which are actually junipers instead of cedar. 2 companies of men, led by Harry Lunt, reached the fort site in a blizzard on November 11, 1851, making that date the official founding. In 1855, a new site, closer to the ironworks and out of the floodplain of Coal Creek, was established at the suggestion of Brigham Young. Present-day Cedar City is located at this site. Cedar City was incorporated on February 18, 1868. The ironworks closed in 1858, though iron mining continued in the area until 1980s. The completion of a railroad connection to Cedar City in 1923 established the area as a tourism gateway to nearby Bryce Canyon National Park, Zion National Park, Grand Canyon National Park, in addition to Cedar Breaks National Monument. Cedar City continues to be a center of tourism, commercial development, education, and the arts in southwestern Utah. The city has shared in the rapid growth of much of southwestern Utah since the late 1980s. Cedar City is located on the western edge of the Marquette Plateau in a high desert valley in the southeast Great Basin, and is about 20 miles north of the northeastern edge of the Mojave Desert. Cedar City's elevation is 5,800 feet and has a cooler and less arid climate vis-a-vis nearby Dixie, but it retains its cultural ties to St. George. The 2 cities, for example, share a daily newspaper. The climate is the typical cool, semi-arid climate of the Mountain West, though snowfall can be quite heavy, reaching a historical maximum of 36 inches in January 1949. Later today, we contacted another realtor named Stormy with a gray Tacoma that we followed all over Cedar City, touring homes in pretty much the same neighborhoods. And the bottom line is, Cedar City may not have what we are looking for. And I am concerned with the snow levels they can have here. Stormy knows what we want and has taken on the challenge to find a listing we will be interested in and keep us informed. That is quite a challenge. So we will be heading back down south to a lower altitude to continue our search. Thanks for watching.